Okay, good evening. This is our opportunity meeting for the Quattro Education System. Now, we're going to quickly try to go through this and keep it under 20 minutes because after a while, people are going to get bored and they're going to, we're going to be saying the same thing over and over again. But what we want to take a minute to explain is the opportunity presentation of what is the Quattro Education System. Now, we're going to start out by saying this is the most unique program you're going to find out there. Seriously, nothing else is being done like this. And it's been a long time in our development to get it to where we actually have something that will work. Because one of the things you're going to want to judge any program by is you can get people to join a program. You get people to involve themselves, invest their time, put some money into it. You can convince them to do something at once. But remember, this is a program that you are going to be paying month after month for, and you need people to stick around long term. So the only way a person can stick around long term, even though they love you and they're probably doing it just because you're such a great person, the reality is they're only going to be there if, in fact, this program can pay for itself. At a minimum, they have to be able to break even. Well, this is what we're excited about. We have a way for you to be able to show people, anybody with an income that has an income or knows somebody that has an income can make this program work for them with the information that we provide. Now, we're going to start by explaining a couple things, how to set up your business. Now, let's talk business. We've been around for a long time, since 1984, which is almost, well, it'll be 30 years next April, so the bottom line is we've been doing this for a while. We deal in small business. We help businesses promote, market their products, and we've been doing it for almost, for over 18 years, let's put it that way. We've been doing it in an online environment as well. So that's where we've probably done the most work is in this era from the dot-com craze to where we are now. The idea being that we know how to help people and show people how to employ certain techniques. They're very common sense techniques. These are things that are available pretty much anywhere. But if you know what to do with them and you know how to apply them, you can make this thing work for you. So the first thing we're going to want to do in this program is you're going to show people how to create a positive cash flow. What is a positive cash flow? Well, that just simply means you're going to have money that you don't have now. A lot of it is your own money, but you're going to be able to learn how to keep more of it. So that's what we're going to show you how to do. And the reason you want the positive cash flow is because any business is going to have some expense. For example, ours has an expense. There's a tuition payment every month, paid directly to someone else, but it's a tuition payment that has to be met. If the business can pay for itself, then you have no reason not to continue on because it's all profit. All right, so let's talk about setting up the business. First thing we're going to do is show you how to create a home-based business. Now, why home-based? Well, because of the technologies we have nowadays, there's a real reason not to be able to do it right there in the convenience of your own office, your own home office, whether that's your kitchen table or one of the bedrooms. The idea is that you're going to be able to have a home-based business. We'll talk to you about business structures, what type of business, whether it's a sole proprietorship or an S-corp. We'll show you how to get things like a federal ID number, an employee ID number, and also known as an FEIN, federal employee ID number. Yeah, well, it's like a social security number for your business. We show you how to do that. We get you these things so that you can, in fact, be qualified as a small business. Now, what qualifies you as a small business? Well, there's two requirements, just two. Number one, you have to be able to devote a certain amount of time to it, a significant amount of time, and as a rule of thumb, that's 4 hours a week. And it has to be designed with the intent to make a profit. It's for profit. Now, that doesn't mean you have to have actually made a profit, but you're working towards that goal. You're trying to make money. That's what makes it a business. So that qualifies you for certain tax incentives and breaks that you're going to be able to claim as a small business. You take these tax credits, and what that does is it takes the existing income that you have, and it means less of it has to be taken out in the form of a withheld every month, so therefore you increase your cash flow to the tune of $200 to $600 per month. This creates a positive cash flow so that any small amount that you're going to pay for tuition is going to be covered by the business. All right. So what's the next step? Now we're going to market our Quattro Education System. What is it? It's a system. And this system has certain qualities that allow you to generate a solid income. For example, first thing we do is we provide you software. Now, this software is designed to not only manage your business, but to market the business and to maintain the business. So it's a very inclusive package. It does everything from giving you a replicated website, autoresponders, hosted banners, all the things you would use to market any kind of program, but then at the same time administrative tools to be able to keep track of recurring payments, to be able to keep track of all the people in your various groups. And in order to maintain the site, it gives you all of the utilities necessary to do just that, to run your business. Then we provide classes like, well, as a matter of fact, right now we're providing classes on Mondays and Wednesdays where we actually go over small business skills, small business techniques that are necessary for someone to do just what we're talking about doing, running your small business. Now, with that being the case, anytime we have a class, such as this one, this is an opportunity presentation. It'll be recorded, so it'll be there for you to be able to go back and look at your convenience. We don't expect you to be able to make this a full-time job. So when you have the time to devote those hours that you're going to be spending on your business, then this information will be there waiting for you. Then we've also created a place that makes this easy. Now, just knowing how to run the business, once a person registers, and that's what we're going to encourage everybody that's listening to this to do, register, fill out the forms, now you've got access to the information. When you're doing that, if you can't remember where all this information resides, like past calls, information on how to get on this call itself, you want to go to one place, and that's QES Connection. Let me say that a little bit clearer. QES Connection, that's, Quattro Education System, which is the QES Connection, C-O-N-N-E-C-T-I-O-N, Connection. All right, so QESconnection.com is really a place that's going to give you a one-stop shop for everything you need in terms of these types of videos, archived information, and access to information concerning the current and future calls. Then, we're providing you a business model that pays 100% commission on the tuitions that you collect from people who you're providing this information to. What are you giving them? Hundreds of hours of audio, video, and text. Everything necessary for them to understand how to set up first to create the positive cash flow of business and then run the business model, which provides them the opportunity to collect tuitions for people that are going to be using this information month after month. 100% commission. Tuition is $125. It's broken down basic tuition of $25 and then advanced tuition of $100. When you're doing this, you're collecting that directly to you in real time. Doesn't pass through a middleman. There is no e-wallet. You set it up so that you collect the money. It goes directly to you. And because it's paid on a month-to-month basis, it actually allows you to build a residual income. What does residual income mean? It means you're going to be getting paid for activities that you have done in a previous cycle. In other words, if I set up a person to start paying me tuition this month, as long as they are profitable and with 100% commission, guess what? They only need to be able to have one person and they're breaking even. So if they've got at least one person in their group and they're paying me the tuition, then I'm going to be able to record I'm going to be able to expand my business by having an active person, profitable person, and then I can continue to collect on that person month after month after month. I don't have to go out and find that same person again. Everybody I add will just simply be there to add to my total. So that builds up a residual income. We mentioned marketing. The system provides not only the software to market, but the classes and the material we present is all about how to market this business, how to make people aware of your product. When we say autoresponders, that's simply a device in which you can keep in touch with those people who have come out, looked at your information, and you want to keep in touch and let them know that you've got something current, something new, and something they need to be aware of. All those types of tools, as well as the classes on how to run every various type of online campaign and some offline campaigns. These are the things that are included in the program, in the system. Here's a biggie. We give you access to a merchant account. What is a merchant account? It's a relationship you have with a bank that allows you to take credit and debit cards. When you take these credit and debit cards from your potential customers, those payments then go into a batch that closes out every day, and where does that money go? To your bank account. It doesn't come to us. There is no middleman. It goes directly to you. But having a merchant account is huge. You don't have to end up working with a third-party vendor. You've got access to the information or to the banking, and because you do, you're going to be able to get access to your funds, and that's on a recurring basis. So, and then the last piece of the puzzle is when you talk about these programs, you want to consider the risk. What are we looking at? Well, we're looking at a situation where we have relatively no risk. We could say it's just low risk, but since you're breaking even on one person in your group, there's no risk involved. You're not talking about a program where you can put in hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're talking about a program where you pay your tuition and now you're capable of running your business. That's how easy it is to get in there, and we're with you every step of the way. So when you present this, remember the type of business that you're presenting. It's not a passive system. What does passive mean? It means you don't have to do anything. An example of a passive system is putting money in a bank account. You walk into the teller, you hand them the money, you walk away, they start paying you interest. You don't have to be there to do anything to get the money. Well, that's not what these programs are, and there are no legitimate passive systems that you're going to find on the Internet. What you have here is a business. It's not a program to make you money. It's a business that will earn money by doing exactly what it does, providing the knowledge people need to create a home-based business and then a home-based business model which will generate an actual income. That's the Quattro Education System. That's how it's designed for us to be able to do what we do. As you get started in this business, you're going to be able to expose people that you come in contact with. If they have an income, they're going to want to know how to do this. So what do? Well, QES Connection will be a good place to send them because it gives them access to all these various things. But bring them to this opportunity meeting. The opportunity meetings are every Tuesday and every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Bring them here, let them hear it live, point them to the recording that's on the site, and they will have the opportunity to understand what a solid business is. For less than what some people pay for their cable bill every month, they have a business that is paying them a residual income month after month, and that's the Quattro Education System. Now, this is a short presentation, 13 minutes, and that's just ideal because that's exactly what you want to be able to show somebody. Take a look at this, listen to this, and then do what? Then they want to log in, fill out the form, register, and be part of the site, gain the detailed information of how everything works, and then start paying their tuition and building their business. That's the Quattro Education System. Thanks for listening, and we'll be talking to you guys tomorrow in one of our live classes. And again, we'll be here 2 nights from now, and you can get the same recording, and hopefully you're listening to this recording on the recorded format because that is what we do.